The designer Mathias is a genius in glass creation who works with the top French glassware companies. But he also is the master in the art of living and the author of a book of great recipes. He invites us into his home.
Hello. Come in, come in.
And no, you're not dreaming. We are in Paris, in his home that doubles as his workshop and that he has spent almost 30 years renovating.
I have a very sophisticated friend who kept using the term pH, so one day I asked her what it meant and she explained that it stood for private hotel. I found the term really amusing, but I wouldn't go so far as to say that I have a pH. But let's just say that it's a house, because it's very private. And that is a huge luxury in Paris. This place is important to me because I first set eyes on it in 1972, so that makes 30 years of renovation and hard work, and I'm now enjoying the fruit of my labors. But firstly, I had to reorganize all this space. I love sculpture, and originally I wanted to be a sculptor, so being surrounded by all these objects, this environment basically, makes me happy and corresponds to my nature. The garden is very important, obviously, and is the forecourt of the house. It sets the scene and the tempo of how I live. It's a potted garden. In other words, everything is planted in pots, except one tree. But we wanted this type of garden because it means that the plants can be moved around much more easily.
Mathias's house is the definition of charm.
In this entry hall, we have this upright bench-style sofa, made towards the end of the 18th century, which is exceptional in itself. It goes without saying that we have the real Mona Lisa, because obviously the one in the Louvre is a fake. This is a very simple glass lamp, which is an example of my work as a glassmaker. And here we have an absolutely stunning sculpture by Andrew Zoff, which I found in 1974 on a street stall in Clignancourt. I wanted to give it a setting worthy of its history and its quality. So we inserted these diamonds, which are the diamonds that I designed for Baccarat for my Midnight collection, into the lining of this alcove. The great thing is that each diamond is signed with my name. So here we have 132 diamonds. Well, yes, it's the slightly egotistical side of this sort of shrine to sculpture.
And now the most important room for this talented chief.
For me, the kitchen is the heart of a home, and I also see it as a place to entertain friends and a way of really opening myself and my house to them. So there is the armchair and the chair, like thrones for a king and queen. They are part of a collection that I started in 1995. It's a strong collection of objects from the Middle Ages. In the library, we have this bench, which is very special. It's actually an exercise bench from Eastern Europe. It's in exceptional condition, but it weighs a ton. This was originally a beaten earth floor, so we put down these burgundy flagstones, which I went to collect myself and are very old, as you can see. In the living room, we chose this furniture, which is a really original combination of staff, plaster and oak. And this is more or less a presentation of my collection of hand-blown glass pieces. This object is very important to me and is the first thing that I ever made. A mirror in the shape of a woman's profile. Actually, I saw a number of these mirrors in a market one day, and they were being sold at quite a high price, which made me really proud. And what's more, the shopkeeper said to me, "You know, don't you, that these pieces are stamped?" For me, that was the ultimate recognition of my work. Now, our bathroom is quite fun. Yes, there is this two-tiered basin. I wanted to create a bit of a feature of the water, and so we have this very symbolic waterfall effect, with the water passing through and overflowing from this scallop shell into the basin underneath. This is the bedroom here, which is very sober, very simple. Then there are these two sculptures. As I said earlier, I love sculptures. They are 19th century studies of Michelangelo's Day and Night from the School of Fine Arts in Toulouse. I was in Florence not so long ago, and naturally I was lucky enough to see these sublime sculptures up close. Anyway, for me, it's very symbolic to have sculptures representing day and night in this room. I consider myself extremely lucky to have a home that is big enough for me to find a place for all the objects that I love and to be able to display them in their best light, depending on the settings and also on what I create. The result is very eclectic and obviously depends on how much I'm willing to spend.